A new partnership between Kent State and a Los Angeles film company. We have what this partnership entails.
What can you expect from the Brady's Leap Trail construction? Our reporter has updates on the project that was 5 years in the making.
And lawmakers continue to search for ways to prevent a government shutdown. More on what that shutdown could mean.
And if TV shows, movies, and documentaries aren't enough, Netflix may soon add a new form of media to its catalog. Find out ahead as TV2 News starts right now.
This is TV2 News.
Good Wednesday evening, Portage County. Thank you for joining us. I'm Anna Louden.
And I'm Rachel Gross. As we begin our coverage tonight, we take a look at the improvements being made to the Brady Leap Trail in downtown Kent.
That's right. Our reporter Delaney Connor took a closer look at the developments. Hi, Delaney.
Thanks, Anna. There was a lane closure on Main and River Street due to transferring materials for construction at Brady Leap Trail. Back in 2020, the City of Kent received a grant of $150,000 from the Ohio Department of Natural Resources. The money will be used to help finance the improvements of Brady Leap Trail. The main goal of the construction is to provide easier access to the Cuyahoga River. The construction was expected to finish at the end of August, but materials for the job were just delivered today. The plan is to widen Brady Leap Trail by 10 feet and make it accessible from the Main Street Bridge by a set of stairs. The budget for the project will be around $1 million. During construction, River Street had one lane closure until 6 p.m. today. Reporting in the Franklin Hall studio, I'm Delaney Connor, TV2 News.
Thanks, Delaney. Kent State is looking for a property developer with hopes of building a residential complex that would connect campus to downtown Kent. The building would be on the site of the old Allerton Apartments. Kent State wants to work with a development team that would assume responsibility for the financing, design, construction, and operation of the property. The project is estimated to cost $120 million. The city and university plan on investing capital into the project.
And a Los Angeles-based production company and Kent State announced a student design challenge competition. The challenge is called Play with a Purpose, and students are expected to create a toy universe around World War II female aviators as part of Skyhack. Skyhack is hosted by Kent State's Design Innovation and invites students to compete in cross-disciplinary teams to address current problems facing the aviation industry.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Michael Vicario, your Wednesday weather anchor, here to give you guys your Kent weather for this week. So, how are things looking here in Kent? So you are going to notice, overall, things right now are looking very nice, actually. Clear skies, tons of sun, and a steady 72 degrees. So, it honestly amazes me that this far into September, we're still getting temperatures in the high 60s, low 70s, but, I'm not complaining. So overall, things are looking very nice today. And then as we move into this evening here, you are going to notice we are going to have clear skies all throughout the night and very low chances of precipitation. So that's very nice, although things are going to end up chilling down a lot here. You're going to notice it is 72 right now, but as we move into this evening, things are going to drop to 60 at 8 o'clock p.m. and then all the way down to 51 at 12. So if you're, it's going to be a great night, but if you're taking a walk or taking any errands, just make sure to grab a jacket. So, because it's going to end up being pretty chilly out there. But then, let's move out here a little bit. Let's take a look at the temperatures here in Kent. Overall, looking very nice. You're going to notice that we're going to have some chillier temperatures up here by the lake. 67 degrees Cleveland, 65 Ashtabula, and as we move down south here, mid to low 70s in Worcester and Canton here. So that's also really great to see. Overall, great temperatures all around the state here. And things are looking pretty nice here in September, so that's really awesome to see. And that's all from me right now. Stay tuned for your statewide and 7-day forecast. Back to you guys at the desk.
Good news for the Kent State campus. COVID numbers have dropped for the second week in a row. This week, 69 COVID cases have been reported from last week's 96. 6 isolation rooms on campus are currently in use. From the beginning of the semester, a total of 370 positive cases have been reported. Hopefully, the numbers continue to trend downward as the semester continues.
And the Portage County Health District released a summary of COVID-19 data in the county. Currently, about 60% of eligible Portage County residents received at least one dose of the vaccine, while 52% of all residents received a dose. There are about 81 confirmed cases daily, with about 17 of those cases being found in people ages 17 or younger.
And the Ohio Department of Health has announced that a third dose of the Pfizer vaccine is available to 4 groups of people that have been vaccinated for over 6 months. Those 65 and older in long-term care, people 50 to 64 with underlying medical conditions, and people ages 18 to 49 with underlying medical conditions based on individual benefits and risk, and anyone over the age of 18 that are at increased risk for COVID-19 exposure. If under 65 and seeking a booster, you will have to attest to having an underlying medical condition, although proof is not required.
An Ohio House bill introduced in advance Tuesday afternoon would allow schools and employers to mandate vaccines. Exemptions are allowed under the bill for those who have had the virus, medical conditions, or religious obligations. The bill was voted out of committee in an 11-3 majority. The entire House is expected to vote on the bill today.
And Streetsboro City Council met Monday night in a debate over whether or not to adopt Juneteenth as a national holiday. Councilmember Julie Field said she believes the holiday's intentions are not pure and she cannot support it. The votes, however, favored the passing of the holiday and will allow businesses to grant their employees a paid floating holiday to use before the end of the year.
Afghan refugees will be making their way to Stark County. More details coming up.
Ken and Angel Perkins are getting ready.
And lawmakers are still battling on a solution to prevent a government shutdown. All this and more when TV2 returns.
This is Portage County's TV2, broadcasting from the campus of Kent State University. Streaming online at kentwired.com.
Awkward. I'm the awkward silence. You try to avoid me, then there I am again.
But an awkward silence can be a great thing.
Like Kelly here is about to demonstrate.
You haven't really been yourself lately. Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
Myth. I can party with people as long as they don't have symptoms. That myth is false. As we've seen, up to 40% of people who have COVID-19 are asymptomatic and can pass it on to others. So I'd recommend avoiding any social parties, especially indoor ones. If you want to try to socialize but reduce your risk, I'd recommend meeting outside in small groups, continuing to wear a mask, and socially distancing from others if you can. Then together, we can keep COVID-19 out of school.
For ways to keep your community safe, go to backtoschooltogether.com.
What to expect when you're expecting.
Like here.
A teenager.
Today, I'm going to show you how to teen-proof your home. First step, hide the car keys, preferably somewhere they would never look. Challenges will come up. Be ready for them. Hi, honey.
Ready for the... Mom, you don't use mannequins in the mannequin challenge.
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
If you love them enough to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11-0 in the rain, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Throw that ball, Diane. Woo! You got this.
Government officials joined together today to discuss how climate change can lead to more job opportunities. TV2's Jason Cohen has the story.
Earlier today, Senator Sherrod Brown and Representative Tim Ryan joined labor and environmental leaders in calling for federal climate action. The report, titled United, Union Jobs Improve the Clean Energy Economy, includes examples of labor's role in shaping industries that will spearhead the transition away from fossil fuels in energy and transportation. The report contains examples of clean energy projects from across the country. They demonstrate that strong climate action can lead to the creation of high-quality jobs with the right standards in place. Examples include offshore wind farms that offset the same carbon pollution as 150,000 cars in 1 year, an upgraded and more energy-efficient school building in Ohio that saves over $80,000 yearly, and a job training program for an electric bus manufacturer. The report examines how we can bounce back from the pandemic and rebuild in a way that creates a cleaner and fairer economy for all. The clean economy will deliver a safer and healthier future by offering a path to long-term economic prosperity for communities that need it most. For more information, stick with TV2 News on KentWire.com. I'm Jason Cohen.
Thanks, Jason. A Stark County couple is paying it forward by opening their home to Afghan refugees who served U.S. troops. TV2's Kelly Crable has the story.
Ken and Angel Perkins are getting ready to host some of the 150 Afghan evacuees who will be arriving in Akron over the next 6 months.
They have their own, laundry, their own full kitchen. We can make a couple bedrooms in the apartments, and we just want to be able to provide that so they can get stabilized and then get seated in our community.
Early on in the Taliban takeover, Angel sent a Facebook message to the International Institute of Akron to offer temporary housing for incoming refugees.
Depending on how many start to come right away, that's where the temporary housing comes in, because if we only have a few days to a week notice that someone's arriving, it can take longer than that to secure permanent housing. We've had hundreds and hundreds of emails and phone calls with people offering their time to volunteer, offering to donate items, donating money, donating housing. It's been amazing how supportive the community has been.
I feel like we all need to help each other out.
Friends, neighbors, and local residents drop off bags of household goods at the couple's home a few times a week. Ken and Angel then deliver the items to Akron.
The intent was to just help people in general, just be there and to let them know that we care. When we have a light in our windows, that's another way of saying our door is open. If you need something, if you need a cup of hot tea or something to keep you warm, we'll be here to take care of that. We believe that they should be here at this point, and we're going to be treating them like family when they get here.
Akron has already permanently settled 2 families and 1 individual from the recent crisis.
We try not to make them stay there too long. We want to get them into their house so they can really settle in and get comfortable.
Reporting in Stark County, I'm Kelly Crable for TV2 News.
Kent State's Division of Information Technology announced via email that they are planning emergency maintenance on hardware that runs on certain systems on October 3rd from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. This is due to an identified performance risk and may cause the programs to run slower than normal. No outages are anticipated, but they are possible. Services that may be impacted include Blackboard Learn, Banner, eVisions, University Login, and Web FTP.
Alrighty, so let's move out here a little bit and take a look at the statewide temperatures, shall we? So you're going to notice here, overall, things are looking pretty nice here across the state. Mid-70s, low to mid-70s, all the way up to 80 in Dayton and 81 in Cincinnati, which is absolutely amazing. So you can notice up here by the lake, it's going to be 72 in Akron, a little bit chillier here up on the north side of Ohio. And then as we move down south, it's going to gradually get warmer, with it being 76 in Columbus, 76 in Athens. Overall, great temperatures across the state, very warm, and honestly, it's, with you seeing how much sun we had earlier today, it'd be a great day to maybe go out and take a walk, or if you got any errands, it's a great time to do it with the very nice temperatures that we got all around the state here. And then this is going to be the most beautiful radar you have ever seen. Look at this, not a single rain cloud in the sky, perfectly clear skies, absolutely nothing. So yeah, like I just mentioned, great time to go outside. Take advantage of this weather while you can, because as you're going to see as we move later into the 7-day forecast, there is going to be quite an amount of rain coming. So take advantage of this while you can, because it's looking very nice. Let's move into the 7-day forecast here. You're going to notice we're going to have tons of sun today, and then tomorrow on Thursday and on Friday, low chance of rain, tons of sun, low 70 to high 60s. So overall, it's looking pretty great. Although it isn't going to stay like that, the temperatures are going to end up increasing, but then as we move into this weekend, there will be some rain and even some scattered thunderstorms here on Monday and rain and thunder on Sunday. So even though things are looking pretty nice temperature-wise, we are going to have a few days in a row here with a decent amount of rain. So just make sure you get that umbrella ready, maybe a jacket when things get chillier later in the day. But overall, things are looking pretty steady throughout the week, and that's really great to see. That's all from me. This has been your Wednesday newscast weather anchor, Michael Vicario. For all things Kent Wired, check out kentwired.com. Stay safe out there. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Michael. The Public Utilities Commission of Ohio is opening an investigation into whether First Energy Corporation wrongly used ratepayer money to pay for naming rights to First Energy Stadium, the Cleveland Browns' home field. The investigation was requested by State Representative Kent Smith, along with other Democratic legislators. They have called on the city of Cleveland to revert the name of First Energy Stadium to the Cleveland Browns Stadium. A spokesman for the Cleveland Browns declined to comment on the incident.
Lawmakers continue to battle it out over the best way to prevent a government shutdown. CNN's Britt Conway has a look at what's in the works and how a shutdown could affect the average American.
12:01 a.m. Friday, the federal government is set to run out of funding, risking a shutdown. Senate leaders are trying to expedite the consideration of a bill to keep that from happening. A source who attended a Democratic caucus meeting says a vote could happen as soon as today. The bill would fund the government through December 3rd and include emergency disaster relief funding along with billions for Afghan refugee resettlement, according to a copy of the bill obtained by CNN.
We're doing everything we can to avoid a shutdown, and we should put something on the floor. We hope our Republican friends will join with us in that.
So far, Democrats and Republicans have been split on the best way to proceed. Monday, Senate Republicans blocked a Democratic effort to fund the government and suspend the debt limit, which could mean the country wouldn't be able to pay its bills come mid-October.
We will not provide Republican votes for raising the debt limit.
So Democrats are pivoting. This latest bill does not include anything about the debt limit. But if lawmakers can't pass this bill or something else to prevent shutdown, there are a number of ways the average American could feel it. All federal agencies would be impacted. Federal business loan and home loan applications could be delayed. Soldiers and civilians who support defense work wouldn't get paid. Neither would more than 50,000 TSA workers. Visitor services at national parks would stop, and all Smithsonian museums would close. The countdown is on. I'm Britt Conway reporting.
The Ohio Senate began hearings on a bill today that would immediately ban abortions in Ohio. The bill is known as a trigger ban, and it would make anything promoting or causing abortions illegal. Abortion supporters protested outside and then marched into the Senate, where they were then escorted out. The protesters are worried that Roe v. Wade will be overturned.
Almost 24 species of birds, fish, and other wildlife are set to be declared extinct. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service said the protections of the Endangered Species Act came too late to save the 23 species, almost half of which are from Hawaii and the Pacific Islands. The Wildlife Agency says they anticipate climate change to worsen threats to other endangered species. Jon Stewart's talk show is set to debut this week after 6 years when he stepped down as the daily host. Find out where you can watch ahead.
The Indians are in their final week of the season. See how they did in KC against the Royals right after this.
What are you doing in there? What's that?
I wouldn't do that. What are you doing? What are you looking for?
Why is my son having trouble in school?
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
No, I'm tired of fighting with my son over his homework.
Home, walk, restaurant. Need a review?
No. He's smart, but his mind wanders.
7 wonders of the world.
Why don't you understand me?
I do. I was trying to show how Connor feels every day. Redirecting to understood.org.
Join parents and experts at understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues to help your child thrive.
For over 70 years, Smokey Bear has asked you to use fire responsibly.
Fire is due to an unattended campfire. Go time.
Here's how you can stay on the front lines of preventing wildfires. Always watch your campfire before leaving. Drown it, stir it, drown it again, and feel that the fire is out cold.
Oh, bullseye!
And you won't need a visit from these guys.
Copy that.
You can be Smokey's wingman when enjoying nature and prevent wildfires. Visit SmokeyBear.com for more fire prevention tips.
And now, your TV2 Sports Report.
Good evening, Portage County, and welcome to your Wednesday night sports report. I'm Matt Corrali, and here's what's going on around Kent State and beyond. The Kent State men's golf team competed in the Wyndon Memorial in Glencoe, Illinois, held by the University of Northwestern this past Monday and Tuesday. The Golden Flashes finished in 8th place out of 14 teams as junior Chris Vandetti led the way as he finished 3 under, shooting a .210 and tied for 10th. Some other notable standouts include freshman Jordan Gilkinson as he shot a .211, tying for 16th place, and junior Cade Breitenstein shooting a .212, tying for 21st. The Golden Flashes will head to South Bend, Indiana next week to compete in the Fighting Irish Classic hosted by the University of Notre Dame. The Cleveland Indians are in the midst of their final week of the season. With them being eliminated from playoff contention, this is Cleveland's last season with them having the Indians nickname. Coming into Tuesday night's game, the Tribe needed to win 5 of their final 6 games of the year to finish 2021 over 500. Do they get the job done with Aaron Savale on the bump? Let's find out as we go to the highlights. We'll pick things up in the bottom of the 6th as Salvador Perez clear way for number 13. That is a bomb down the left field line. Major League Baseball's leading home run as his 47th to give Kansas City the lead at 4-3. This is Yu Chang in the top of the 8th, shooting one into the right center field gap. Oscar Mercado waves through the stop sign. He'll try to score. The throw goes off the mound from Whit Merrifield, and the game is tied at 4 thanks to an RBI double from Yu Chang. But in the bottom of the 8th, this is Nicky Lopez shooting one out into the left center field gap. That goes to the wall. Here comes Whit Merrifield to score. He does, as the Royals lead it 5-4 on a go-ahead RBI triple by Nicky Lopez. Into the 9th, Josh Stamont trying to slam the door against Tozy Ramirez. J-Ram grounds one to second. Mondesi throws over. Ball game. The Royals take it over the Indians by the final of 6-4 in the series opener and will play Game 2 of the series tonight with first pitch scheduled for 8:10. Moving things to Berea, Cleveland Browns defensive end Myles Garrett has been named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week thanks to his 4.5 sacks, which broke a team record for most sacks in a game in a 26-6 win against the Bears on Sunday. In an injury news, rookie safety Greg Newsome II has been ruled out for Sunday's game in Minnesota against the Vikings. Newsome is week to week with a calf injury he suffered in the game against Chicago this past Sunday, and second-year man Greedy Williams will start in his place. That will do it for us with sports. For more TV2 sports coverage, make sure to tune in on Mondays at 8 right here at KentWire.com for Sports Corner.
Starting soon, there will be another outlet for you to play video games. What platform will be offering this? Coming up when TV2 returns.
Okay.
I feel like her heartbeat is like same speed as mine. And I think we have this like deep connection, this heart connection in her heart, that there's room for me and Mom. When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer. It's a sensory thing. It's a thing with Asperger's.
She's really good with Anya. I've seen adults react to my daughter when she has meltdowns, like she's from a different planet. And this little animal just sat next to my child and was just like, you know, it's gonna be cool. She's my superhero. Good job, kitty cat. When we adopted Lucky, we discovered all the wonderful things that make her unique.
Lucky's a little bit of a lot of things, but mostly she's pure love.
Jon Stewart is making his anticipated return to talk television this week. His new show, The Problem with Jon Stewart, debuts on Apple TV Plus Thursday. According to the streaming network, the current affairs series will bring together people impacted by the same problem in different ways. They will then discuss how they can create change. New episodes will be offered to stream in bi-weekly installments. This will be Stewart's first time hosting his own show since he stepped down as host of Comedy Central's The Daily Show in 2015.
Netflix is putting money behind its push to offer video games to subscribers. The streaming service announced it has acquired the game developer Night School Studio. The studio was started in 2014 and is known for its graphic adventure games. Netflix says it wants to add exclusive games to its platform, designed for every kind of gamer, from beginner to advanced. The company says the games will all be included in its memberships with no ads or in-app purchases necessary.
That is all the time we have for your Wednesday newscast.
For updates on these stories and more, be sure to follow Kent Wired on social media. I'm Rachel Gross.
And I'm Anna Louden. Have a great night, Portage County. Andy.
After you joined our family, it was like, I really do feel complete now.
Wizard, roll for deceasedness.
My Dark Wizard casts Super Fireball.
The wizard has only rolled an 8.
What? This is garbage! Spell.
No way a roll like that doesn't hit a level 1
I
goblin.
have
Are
7.
you serious? You gotta be kidding
Oh my
me.
God!
I have
What is
It's
going
just a baby
on?
goblin.
Cease your quarreling, children.
What?
No! What are you doing, you crazy monster?
Nanny?
Oh my
What?
You should stop being nerds and playing D&D and be nerds and watch All Systems Go Wednesdays at 9, where we talk everything from movies, games to anime and more.
Yeah,
No,
seems
yeah.
reasonable.
Go watch All Systems Go.